Cool. Hi guys, I've fancy a trip on the foreshore. So just checked the tides and it was 10 to 5 high water. So I'm a bit late getting here because it's 3:30. For some reason I've come down and decided to park by the Birds car park and walk up rather than by Sheffield Insulation. But it was nearer because I was driving by, so sod it. So I've got the GBFS Pro and the 6 and bait. Got some bluey and squid from Jason. And yeah, just have a go on boulders. It's a 10.3 metre tide, so absolutely perfect. Lovely weather, and to be honest, just feel like getting out there and have a few hours off. I haven't been fishing for a few weeks now. So yeah, bring you back when I'm set up. Cool, well here we are guys, second cast, well first cast at the 2 rods, and first one was going a bit but just reeled in not much at all. Second one and just got a thorny, so buzzing. So here we are, all that time fishing Ogmore and a little bit of the nap and nothing real at all apart from loads of doggies. Come to the foreshore and get a nice little thorny, so unbelievable, very happy with that. So another 3 to go and I'll have my Welsh slam. Cool. Oh, here he is. Gotta be what, £2. Lovely colourings. Great stuff. Right, let's see him go back. I had a pennel with a circle hook on the top. Much prefer that really. But this, the bottom hook was quite deep. Just went for like just a 1-0. And then the top is a 4-0 circle. Just to get the mix. Okay, right, let's get him in. There he is. Is he gone already? Just see his tail there. Yeah, must have gone. Oh well. Oh, here we are then, Tone. At Cardiff foreshore. Birds over there and waterworks. just on boulders, lovely place. So 2 rods out, one with a loop rig, which I caught the last Thorny on. Very pleased with that. It's almost like a sliding loop rig. I'll have to show it in a bit. If a fish catches on the top hook, it will actually pull the bottom hook out of the way. So it's just the top of the rig. It's got a swivel, almost like a pulley rig. And then I got a little 3rd rod out, just with the Tip Tornado Sport Mark 1. 3 hook flapper, just with a couple of bits of fish baits to see if there's anything close in. Fingers crossed. The tide seems to have been taking it quite a way. So the rod on the right there, the 6 and bait, is down here already, but I cast up there. So yeah, who knows, maybe something's got a hold of it, because that was what the bite was like on the first fish. Just something picked it up straight away and took it down tide. And it must have been like halfway up in the air, because it didn't take much fighting either. A couple of pulls and it was on the surface, which is lucky. But yeah, lovely time to be out. Nowhere better than the foreshore for a place to be out the way anyway. Okay, well, here's the little rig I was on about that I just caught the Thorny on. So basically it's a loop rig. Good start. Get that back over there. This up here. So if we start at this end, I've got a little pennel, circle hook at the top, and then down here a little bait clip. So that's just a few inches up. And then I've got loads, massive snud hook length, which is about probably 3 foot, 3.5 foot long. So it then swivel, bead, straight to an imp, sliding imp, and then I've got my imp bait clip as well. Straight up to another pulley bead, straight up to a swivel, and then a bead, and then a swivel. And then that goes to the rest of the hook length and a tiny little size 1 hook. So when it's out, I've got, hard to see there, that's the top hook length, and then the bottom hook length is, well, a good 3 foot. The great thing about it, as you can see, if a fish takes the bottom hook, then you've actually got like 6 foot of line before the weight. And if it takes the top hook, I'm gonna have to do another demo of this. If it takes the top hook, then there's actually that much distance. There's still about 3 foot trailing, but that's livable. At least you've pulled some of the rig out of the way. Okay, so here's the rig baited up. I'll get that set up a sec. Hopefully be able to make sense of this. So that's the top swivel there. And we've got the little 1/0 hook. Get that bit of grass off. Little 1/0 hook, or size 1 hook with a tiny little bit of bluey and squid. Then down here, you've got sliding bead, weight, and then a nice 3 foot of line coming off. So standard loop rig really. So now I'll hook it up, 1 sec. So here it is, hooked up. So you've got the weight, the pennel there, hooked on to the clip, circle hook at the top. Come on, get in focus. There we are. Yeah, so there's got a clip there with the loop rig, and then the 1.0 hook from the top. And then the difference is that up here, I get that swivel. Sorry if that was a distraction earlier. Here we are. So at the top, it's just literally a swivel and a bead. So it's sliding. So the top hook, if it pulls and there's a fish of a decent size on, then it will actually pull a bit of line off and keep the other bottom hook off the bottom rather than it being fixed. Right, time to cast that one out. So getting pretty dark now. No other fish. Been pretty quiet. Nice time of the evening now. There was a few people fishing over at Fallen Tree. Saw 3 walking back and another 2 before that. So plenty over here. So must be about 2.5 hours after high water now. Still plenty of water left though. I like to fish it on the ebb as much as possible. A little bit on the flood and then all of the ebb if you can. The rod is going a little bit there. Don't know if that's seaweed or a lot of the tide. Bring you back if there is something. Here we are. Got another little thorny, so happy days. About 2 pound in weight once again. Maybe 2.5, 3, but yeah, brilliant. I just missed a bite. So I cast the same weight rig straight out. Just a tiny little, just a quick rush of a cast, just to get the same bait out there and make the most of the tide. And 5 minutes later, while I was watching some videos of my brother over at Stackable, yeah, the rod went and it was a good decent bite. So that's on a pulley pennel. The bottom hook is a massive 4.0 Sakuma Manta Extra type hook, and then circle at the top, both brand new, on bluey and squid. So yeah, over the moon with that. And this rod up here seems to be possibly have something on the smaller hook as well. So great news. Right, let's get a little selfie of him. So here he is. That's the bottom hook, and the top hook is a circle hook, as everyone likes to say, right in the scissors. So I'm definitely preferring a pennel. Oh, look at that, very, very close. And that shows it's an absolute must. I should have had a brand new hook, so I'm glad I've used brand new hooks, because if not, that wouldn't have hooked. That was really lucky. So yeah, that's it. New hooks every session now, really, because that's what's got me 2 fish. Amazing. Well, here he is, Mr. Ray. Only a little one. He's getting back in the water and getting another bait back out there. All this time fapping. Should be getting another bait in the water, really, because they definitely seem here. Yeah, I had a feeling to go just while there was, like, you know, a couple of hours until the flood. It was probably only, there he goes. I got there 1 hour until the flood, but then you get all the ebb and loads of people have left. But fishing all the ebb sometimes can be more productive if the fishing picks up there, so worth fishing all of it, especially on low tides like this. So right, get it out there again. Okay, here we are. Just finished up. There's a helicopter just about to take off at the helipad, which is amazing. Hopefully it'll be nice and bright. It'll probably be a couple of minutes yet. But anyway, that's the fishing done for tonight. Great fun. 2 rays, so I'm off the mark at last for this year. Near the end of March, and at least I've had a ray. So yeah, but good. Nice session, and we'll see you the next time. Here it comes. It's in the air. Hey! And the foreshore helicopter's out again. Wonder where it's going.